Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in today to have a very important conversation on the notion of networking for the introvert. My name is Maceo Rainey, and I serve the Purdue University Northwest community as director of the Educational Talent Search Program located on the Westville campus. What I'm going to share with you today is not only an attribute to your personal career, but it's a life-changing mindset that has the ability to take you from the mailroom to the boardroom, where important decisions are made. All of that has to be circulated through the notion of networking and how networking impacts your professional career and creates windows of opportunity that you could never imagine if you can successfully navigate the world of networking. You know, there's a very famous African proverb that states, if you want to go far in life, go by yourself. But if you want to go further and achieve heights unimaginable, then take somebody with you. And that's where networking comes in at. So I'm going to share with you some research-based tricks to the trades and very valuable tips that can help you go from the mailroom to the boardroom and all the things that you want in life. Through the process of networking and being able to socially navigate in a world full of noise and people. So without any further delay, let's get started. I'm going to share my screen with you all, and we can get started immediately. You see that guy right there? That was me on October 18th, 2018 at 8:30 a.m. on the Westville campus. I didn't know anybody. Nobody knew me. I had no relationships with people. I was totally scared, frightened, and just didn't know what to expect and what was coming around the corner. And it was a natural feeling to feel like this when you show up at an office or on campus in a class, and just fearing the unexpected. So that guy was me a couple of years ago. So in a short amount of time, I've completely changed the dynamic, and I'm going to show you how. Just a little preface to the comments that I'd like to share with you all. Again, I mentioned that I am the director of the Educational Talent Search Program on the Westville campus. And based on the picture that I share with you all, I don't want you to get off the elevator and feel like you have to go to your room or go home or go to your car or whatever because you are shy or apprehensive in meeting people and having casual conversation that can lead to opportunities. I'm going to show you how to navigate the college access and success community, or any community that you go to that predicates itself on success. A few learning outcomes that I'd like to share with you all for this particular workshop strand is to be able to learn how to create and maintain a networking base for yourself, and also being able to rely on a research-based networking tactics, but most importantly, above any and all thing else, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to be able to understand the importance and value in genuine relationships, because that's the bedrock of foundation. And the foundation of all networking opportunities is developing a genuine relationship with people. All right, real quick, a little bit about my credentials and my value statement can be found in my educational credentials. I received my bachelor's degree at Illinois State University and currently in a doctoral program at Lewis University. I hold teacher license and administrative certifications on both sides of the border of Illinois and Indiana in the field of K through 12 education. In my professional practice, I've served in every capacity in public education, from a licensed teacher to a dean of students, and I've been a principal at every level from kindergarten, middle school, high school, and alternative school. And I'm currently, of course, serving the higher ed community of Purdue University Northwest as Educational Talent Search Director. All right, let's talk about the networking mindset and lifestyle. Because I mentioned earlier that at the core of it, it's a mindset and a commitment to living your professional life, going fast versus going far, that notion. But most importantly, planting seeds with people, letting them know that I am looking to grow a relationship that would produce offspring that would be beneficial for both parties. And most importantly, being able to ask for something. You know, there's an old proverb that says, ask and you shall receive, or you have not because you ask not. So it's important to be able to be direct and succinct in the conversation about things that can benefit both parties by virtue of asking. And also part of this mindset is this notion of giving to get. Don't be that guy or that gal that's constantly taking from the table, but not putting anything back. Try volunteering, try donating, try doing anything that would be able to support an individual's bottom line. And this life sometimes is not all about us, it's about helping and serving others. Moving on. One of the things I also like to share with you all is this notion that I've taken from the book of Keith Ferrazzi, who wrote the Bible, in my estimation, on networking. But he talks about the 3 bones of networking. Think about it as 3 bones. The first one of those is this notion of the wishbone. You have to know what it is that you want out of life and what you hope to get out of life in your experience at P&W. Know what it is that you want. You have to be direct and have a sense of purpose. That's what the wishbone is all about. Coming into Purdue University Northwest, you have to know, I want to earn a degree, a bachelor's of science in early childhood education or business management, you name it. You have to know what it is that you want to get and try to find these people at P&W who can help you achieve that. The next part of the bone in your toolbox is the jawbone. Jawbone meaning you have to have a command of the English language, the competency factor, and being able to speak and articulate what it is that you actually want, or be a subject matter expert. That's a better, for sake of a better terminology, subject matter expert, but also having a teaspoon of humility, simply stating that, hey, I don't know it all. I'm learning. Can you teach me? And let's face it, people who like you and have a relationship with you are more inclined to help you. So we want to keep the humility factor intact at all times, but also let's do our homework in the process. The last of the 3 bones of networking, ladies and gentlemen, is rooted in this notion called the backbone. Let's say it again, the backbone. And what that's all about, ladies and gentlemen, is the word no is the most commonly used word in networking and relationship building. You will hear no alike. What I want to forewarn you all, ladies and gentlemen, is to make no, the word no, your vitamin. Okay, you take it in stride, and it's an opportunity for persistent people to keep coming back and coming back. To me, a no is a 1 step closer to a yes. Those who can demonstrate perseverance and persistence are bound to come closer to the word yes. So don't be frustrated and don't pack up your toys and leave the playground because you don't get your way, which is bound to happen from time to time. Persistent people and people who persevere understand that you have to have a strong backbone, and that they make no their vitamin. They're 1 step closer to a yes. So those are the 3 bones of networking that I want you all to take a critical look at in terms of adding that to your repertoire of social skills that will take you from the mailroom to the boardroom. All right, moving the conversation to this notion of introverts and versus extroverts. And I want you to take a really good look at where you are from a psychological profile. An introvert, some of the characteristics of an introvert is someone who specializes in alone time, flying under the radar, can work very independently by themselves. They're not an out front type of person, and that's fine. And some people are doing an excellent job of leveraging their introvert personality to impact their bottom line. And these individuals are, again, kind of quiet, under the radar, back of the scenes type of people, and they work well independently and by themselves, as opposed to the extrovert, the guy you see here. He's the life of the party. And these type of individuals from a psychological profile, they love people. They love being around people. They can't stop talking. They love the spotlight. They never met a microphone they didn't like. So, these type of people, the Jimmy Kimmel's of the world, the Colin Farrells, the Denzel Washingtons, the Oprah Winfrey's, they're excessive talkers and they love people and big social networks, okay? And they think out loud in the process. So regardless of what side of the fence you're on, the introvert or the extrovert, you can combine those elements for a sense of commonality, all of which both sides of the fence, introvert and extrovert, they enjoy quality relationships with people. And they're also in leadership roles throughout the PNW network and throughout society. So you have to recognize the spirit and the personality that you're dealing with, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's all about making a connection. That's what we want. We want to make a connection that creates a spark. All right. Another research-based component that I wanted to share with you all is this notion called the elevator pitch. And this is all about establishing the value proposition, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine yourself in an elevator or coming across contact with someone. You have anywhere between 10 to 30 seconds of establishing the value proposition and an invitation to dive deeper at a later time. We don't want to stuff too much information in one 10 to 30 second conversation, but we at least need for you to establish your name, the type of help that you provide or want toward who and what. And by doing that in 10 to 20 seconds, you've established a value proposition. My name is Maceo, Rainey. I help income eligible and first generation college students find and navigate the pre-college community throughout Northwest Indiana while serving the Purdue University Northwest. In fact, I'm looking for more students and contacts in the community. Take my card, my business card, and call me if you know anyone that can benefit from our services. So in 10 to 20 seconds, I just established who I am, my target audience, who I'm helping, and I had the unmitigated gall to ask you for something. If you know of anyone that can benefit from my services, here's my business card, give me a call. It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. In an elevator, just like life, you're taking a ride either going up or down. We want you to go up on that elevator, okay? And then the good thing about the elevator pitch is that there's an invitation at a later date to take a deeper dive, okay? Again, it's the glue. The glue to that whole elevator speech is I'm looking to meet or I'm looking for, either or. That puts the onus back on the person you're talking to connect, make that connection a little bit later. Okay, so I want you guys at some point in time to develop a very powerful and meaningful elevator pitch that you can use with other students, even your teachers at PNW. and the people that professional staff that you come in contact with. Use that elevator pitch to establish an opportunity for yourself for what you're looking for in the future and also who you're looking to meet. Practice that elevator's pitch. I mentioned earlier about relationship competencies. Throughout the course of this school year, you'll be introduced and perhaps attain a mentor or go to a social function or a party and things of that nature. And I'd like for you all to create a relationship action plan. Who are the people that you're going to target for this year to meet that can take your education and your job prospectus to a different level? So you have to develop a relationship plan and also know how to navigate in social circles. One of the things I wanted to caution you all and prepare you about, work on your character flaws or shortcomings. And it's okay, ladies and gentlemen, we all have them. Only the self-made men and women will be bold enough to admit it, that we all have character flaws and shortcomings. The good thing about it, let's recognize them. Let's live in reality. Let's recognize it, correct it, and do something about it, and leverage that with becoming a better version of ourselves so that we can be considered as attractive candidates for degrees and job opportunities as we move forward in your P&W experience. So take advantage of the ability to go out and attain mentors and attend social gatherings. All right, the savvy networker, ladies and gentlemen, has a unique instinct in terms of meeting people and connecting with people, okay, in various venues. Maybe it's at a coffee shop or yoga sessions, or working out in the P&W gym, or just being in social gathering groups, okay? Just everyday social venues are great opportunities to create and define your networking base. One of my favorite tricks of the trade is the notion of people identifiers. For example, on my suit, if you walk past me, you would see a lapel pin that says P&W. What an important factor to start a conversation with. If we're in line waiting for coffee, you may be a P&W student. Oh, by luck of the draw, I'm actually a P&W employee. Now let's talk. Now we've established the foundation and the basis for having a conversation. I'm always on a search for lapel pins because that can potentially draw a conversation or establish a base for a foundation. And even unique appearances, beards, hair, shoes. I'm into ties. I can recognize a well-dressed individual that has a nice tie on because my eyes pick up color and things of that nature. That's the basis and the foundation for a conversation generator. You know, you can be as creative and imaginative as you like to get the conversation started, okay? But most importantly, make it easy for people to approach you based on commonality or unique appearances, you name it. You have the creativity to establish that. All right. From a networking point of view, there's a lot of social media apps and a lot of technology that's designed and created to play matchmaker with people to bring them together for connection and a spark. In the 21st century, as we dive deeper into the 21st century, you have components such as meetup.com, vCard, where you can do an online business card through vcard.com, Microsoft Outlook. Go ahead and establish a coffee meeting with someone. Put it on their Microsoft calendar as an invite. And then you also have, of course, the timeless favorites, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. All these devices, ladies and gentlemen, you can leverage into an opportunity to meet and network with people that will further your educational career and job prospectus pre and post Purdue University Northwest. So take advantage of it. A lot of what I shared with you, I've taken from Keith Ferrazzi's book, Never Eat Alone. If you're in a cafeteria or out dining in society, try to eat with somebody because it's an opportunity to develop a relationship, make and establish a commonality, and you never know what you may get out of it. But good leaders and people who are on the success route, they never eat alone because they know that there's a value of relationship building and an opportunity that can come with that. Okay, and that's Keith Ferrazzi's book. And then my all-time favorite, Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. What a best-selling book that's been around for ages, but the root and core of it is that relationships are the foundation of your leadership. Always has been and always will be. And then the great Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. One of the tactics of successful people in our society is based on their ability to manage people and connect with people. And Napoleon Hill does an excellent job of giving vivid examples throughout human history of people taking the time to make connections with people. If anyone needs to contact me, my phone number is listed here, and as well as my email, and you can always find me in room 35 in Schwerers Hall on the Westville campus. And remember, you call and I will haul as part of my branding and trademark. So until next time, this is Mr. Rainey reminding you all to shoot for the moon, and even if you're missed, you're still among the stars. Have a great school year, and I'll see you at the top.